Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I showcase how to AWP on certain maps. I saw you guys absolutely loved the last video which I did on Mirage. The feedback was amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna continue this series. This time around I'm gonna do Inferno. Just again show you guys peaks on Inferno, certain things to do with the AWP, what setups to have with your teammates in general, open around on Inferno, city side and T side. So starting off, just like on Mirage or any other map, the spawns and the certain spawn peaks you should do. So starting off, this spawn here, which is the best spawn to do a mid peak. Now, if you get this spawn here, what I personally like to do is, as I'm running towards here, running here, I like to jump here first before peeking. So as I'm doing this jump is important because I'm getting info on what's happening first, and then I'm right at peeking into here. Instead of just slow peeking here, because there is a chance that because of the slow peek there is an AWP holding, or there's a rifler, for example, they are strafing towards mid, so it's just much more risky. So what I like to do is jump here first, get the info. If I don't see anything, I'll peek. Even if I do see something, I will peek, because the right peek with the AWP, and yeah. So as I'm peeking here and I do not see anything, this is kind of window timing peak where you have 3 seconds or 3 or 4 seconds where you're holding this angle, single zoom, double zoomed, whatever, and then you kind of have to beware of this guy peeking from Mexico. Just because the second mid guy usually takes his time to get here, and then he'll peek mid, clear mid for his teammate. So as I'm holding here for just some time, I will go over and transfer my or just zoom in here. So his head will pop up and I'll try kill him.
The flash may be fading too quick for him to profit. And it's this time Mantuu glancing down middle.
Everyone else is doing too much. He's not really getting much of a chance. He's actually 6 and 12. Surprising, I suppose, but yeah, also if he's the one going for those entries and such, it can be forgivable, especially with how solid.
If nothing shows, then after 10 seconds, I will usually go back and play a much more safer angle. On the mid peak, if you have this spawn here, another mid peak using the spawn, as you are running over here, you will peek right here. So I like to kind of run here, maybe a little bit anti-flash, but running here and peeking straight away here, just so if someone is aggressive with an AK strafing here, you kind of catch him off guard and you kill him. Now, if you don't see anyone here, you have this 3-second window again where you go up here and you catch these people crossing towards apps. Super strong, and it's important, like I said, 3-second window where if you don't see anything for anymore for 3 seconds, that's when you have to just run away. Just because the guy from Mexico will come here, clear it, or the mid guy will start clearing here with a flash or just strafing with his teammate just to clear mid. This is super strong here, can catch a lot of people just like not focusing and just running around. You get an easy kill here, then you just run away.
Starting again, final round of regulated, that's not regulation. Regulation first half, there you go. Mantuu onto Breezy.
Finally got away with one of those.
Again, what you can do where another spawn peak is kind of this spawn here. On this spawn here, you can do different type of peaks. First thing I like to do is the short peak, aggressive short peak. So as you're running here through library, running through this side here, and then you jump here, keep running with the scope, and you scope here. As you scope here, now you can either hold here and just anticipate maybe they're going to do a mistake and you can catch a guy that's going into bench here, or like the aggressive short peek, which I like to do is as you are running here, and again you scope up here, you wait a bit and then you peek here. So as you peek in here, you can double zoom peeking. I kind of like double zoom this whole peeking right here and just either catching someone off guard here or here, right at peek again. A lot of times you catch these people playing here in Mexico, you get an easy, nice kill. Same position, same spawn. What you can do is apps peek. Now with the apps peek, again, you are running the same way over here. You are going on here, jumping over here. Now here, I like to run a little bit and then scope up, because if you scope up too late, let's say you scope up, let's say you're here and you scope up here, generally the second mid players will hear you scope up, they will have the information and they will make a plan on how to kill you, or just simply avoid that area and go somewhere else. So scope up early, usually here, scope up, shift walk, and kind of hold this angle towards here. Now you should use your teammates just like on any other map. I will usually have my teammate again shift with me around this area, either hold this angle for a second and then transition over to a more aggressive angle which is kind of over here. So he has balcony control and I have a control of here. Now, if nothing happens, you can aggressively move to this kind of position, shift in and peek here. A lot of times you can catch a person playing here, or if nothing is happening, you're holding this angle, your teammate is holding balcony, you kind of have this apps set up, and then generally they should take apps after a certain period of time. So generally you will catch someone coming here, or here you get an easy pick, you run away, and you have the safety of your teammate here in case they want to refrag you, and he will kill him here. Now another trick which you can do, you can even do this alone, is go to this area here with a molly, using Molotov right now, go to this corner here, doesn't matter where you stand, just like on this edge, and as you can see the door handle, and at the same way, same line of the door handle, just go to this corner here and molly. And what this does is when you go here, you're kind of behind this molly and you do not get burned. So from the perspective of the second mid players, your enemy, as they're coming here, they hear molly. So they're automatically thinking, oh, it's a normal default, you know, they can't be this close, I'll be safe here. And they clear this angle here, you know, much more relaxed, not so tense like, oh, they could be here, they hear a molly. So they clear here, but you are scoped up here behind the molly and you get an easy frag on a person. And again, you don't have to do this alone. You can again your teammate can throw the molly for you as you are already running here, scoped up. And again, if you don't see anything after the molly fades, you can go to these positions again, shifting here, and again have the same situation with your teammate where you're holding here and he is holding here. So yeah, just some apps setups you can do. Another thing which you can do, again towards short, let's say you peek this kind of angle here, or let's say you more aggressive peek here, get a kill here, whatever happens, and your teammate is towards arch. Now usually after 10-15 seconds, 20 seconds, the T's will start usually taking apps. This is where you tell your teammate to smoke mid. As he smokes mid here for you, you're zoomed here and you play this angle right here. It's a super strong angle. Again, you can play this angle here. Look, you have the safety or have the wall, so you don't have to be afraid of the people spamming you here with AKs or whatever. You have the smoke covering you, and you have this 10-15 second window of they're going into apps and you can get an easy kill here of the guy into balcony, or a guy just being not ready and kind of going here and he walks into your scope. You get an easy kill here.
You right now. It's probably
okay, it's probably my intention.
Oh,
again.
Mantuu has the angle. There's a second. Nice, he done.
So one by one though.
Just punishing them, just reading them. Yeah, Trident Clan, I mean, at this point, it looks like their mental's probably pretty shattered.
Now, transitioning onto B side with the spawn peaks. Again, this kind of spawn here, first thing you would want to do is peek banana. So, this peek, you have to use your teammates, maybe two of your teammates. So, as you are running here, there's two ways you peek. You peek either this way, behind this, or in front of here, peeking here. What your other teammates can do, super strong, is if you line us up to this corner right here and smoke on this cross here just in the middle, so where they all cross, and smoke here, that will do is create a one way for you to peek here, or like I said before, peek here. Now this is strong because mostly what the T's do at the start round is they molly here. So you will not, as you're peeking banana, you will not be afraid of getting molly. And as your teammate is smoking for you, this smoke here, he will come over here if you get to this corner and you see a line right here. You will crouch here and you're using your jump throw flash. So this flash is good, behind your back, you're peeking with this flash, super strong, and you get the kills. Now, what I like to do, and it's super strong, is as I'm running, I will do this kind of flash here. Now, this flash is super important because mostly the AWPers, if they do not start here, holding here, they will hold here for exactly this push what I'm doing. Now, what this flash guarantees me is the AWPer will be blind, and as I'm peeking this, I do not have to worry about battling this AWP, or as I'm peeking here, I don't have to worry about the AWP killing me straight away. So I get rid of the AWP by flashing him and just peek. And what I also do as I'm flashing, so I'm flashing here, I'm doing this jump over here. Now the reason I'm doing this jump here is because I have a small glance of the T's if the T is running towards the tree. So once again, I am flashing, jumping, and peeking. Let's say I peek, kill a guy here, whatever, kill a guy over there, the AWP is blind, or I don't get the opportunity to kill someone, but I do see with this jump, the guy crossing into tree, I already have full info on where he is. And that's when I can create a plan with my teams how to kill him, nade him, molly him, flashing him, whatever. We have full info to absolutely abuse this guy on tree. Now, let's say you had this smoke one way here, you kill someone or you don't kill someone, you use your second teammate, where I position the bot here, so he's already super quickly going to crouch in this position here, and you again go up here and you just hold here. What you can do, you can obviously walk with your teammate and have this angle here. It's super strong, and I advise you just to wait here, or even not have this angle but here, and just wait here on the T to make a mistake. You can get another second kill really easily. With the banana peaks, that is it. Again, like I said, I do this jump, so I do flash here, I do jump like this, and then I kind of peek here, just to have this info on the tree, so I can peek here or here. Super strong.
To start to recoil your not only mentality, but just how the game.
With the spawn peaks, that is generally it. More to do with the mid-round, kind of late rounds positioning, what you can do with the AWP. So, as you are the AWPer, you'll generally start playing from arch or just short. Mostly short with the AWP because it is super strong playing these angles. Now, on short, you can play two different ways. One way is the kind of Zyvu way of he likes playing here, where he uses this pillar to just avoid any flashes if they try to take mid or anything, and he just has this security of this pillar blocking everything, all the flashes for him. If they swing boiler mid here, that's where he gets these kills onto those people, and kind of plays with this pillar to jiggle everything, and kind of uses his teammates so they can flash him or they can help him from anywhere, just to buy some time and then maybe get 1, 2, even 3 kills. On Inferno, on city side especially, I like to get a nade if I have the full money to buy everything. It's super strong just because if you play arch, play these kind of angles, and they are taking mid, so obviously they will smoke towards arch, they will smoke here, I mean molly here, aggressive, and then after a while you can do two different nades. One nade being simple over here as they smoke and molly, so don't do it straight away. You always give yourself a window of 3 to 5 seconds of them smoking molly, and then for example here in the flash, that's when they take the mid, and that's when you kind of nade. So a simple nade here, or a super strong nade is, again, they smoke molly, flash, and you kind of nade over here. Just because as they are taking mid, they are running with the flash here. So as they're running here and taking mid and kind of clearing these angles, you will throw a nade towards here and kind of damage them as they're going here, as these guys are clearing these angles here. So yeah, super strong nades, two different variations you can do. You can either do a fast one over here, or as they're taking mid, and this one over here. Another nade which you can do at the start of the round. So let's say you don't want to do any peaks, just you want to annoy them with the nades. You have the short apps peak kind of spawn. You run it over here, and you can either do this nade over here, based on timing, as you hear them over here, or which obviously pops around this area if they want to go towards here, whatever. Or a quick one, so as you are rushing here, it's not timing, you just do it as fast as you can. You run here, they do not molly boiler, and you nade this particular area right here. Running nade, so as they are running here, they catch a nice juicy nade, and you get some damage. Obviously, other things you can do from short, for example, if you have a nade, your teammate has a nade as well. It's the same concept. When they smoke arch, they molly obviously mid, they take it, you hit flashes, and then you can coordinate with your teammates to just nade at the same time. So you just 3, 2, 1, nade together, kind of this angle here, and again you can catch these people holding here after they took mid, and they just again catch a nice juicy nade. And other scenarios on A side which are super strong. Let's say you started arch and you are playing against a force by anti-eco, and you play these kind of positions here. Just because if you are playing here, obviously you can play these angles here, but it's just much more risky if they have close range weapons, Tech 9s, whatever, pistols, and they want to get as close as to you as possible with flashes, and you can lose your AWP really easily. So this is where preferably you will play these long range positions, such as these angles here with the AWP, these angles here, or this one super strong on this couch sofa thing where you play here, and if they do flash, you use this building to kind of avoid the flashes that are popping over here. So again, you're playing these angles here, and you communicate with your teammates saying like, okay guys, do you have any flashes? If they pop arch, I'll need you to flash, so just be ready. So in their mind, they're already naturally ready to help you. And it's not a scenario where they come out arch and you're like flash and they're like, not ready and they're pulling out, you know, you just miss the timing. So make sure you communicate with your teammates well so they're ready for any kind of scenario or just ready with the flash when you need it. So you see one guy, you get this easy kill since you're not blind. They're flashing, your teammates are flashing, you peek another angle here and just keep re-peeking with the AWP. Your teammates are flashing for you and it is just super, super easy.
And now it is. Instead, blitzing in towards that A long control. And up swinging straight into Mantuu. He's got the AWP out, a second kill. Looking for the third one, a flick by Mantuu.
Now towards short, some setups which you can do. First of all is the apps setup. This is again, instead of doing the aggressive app setup, you can do a much more passive setup over here, where you play here, kind of have this angle here ready for this wide swing over here, and your other team with a rifle can play here, holding here, or you can play a little bit closer, kind of this angle here. It's kind of when they take apps, you have this trade effect where you kill this guy, hopefully your teammate kills this guy, or if not, you kill this guy, your other teammate dies, and you trade this guy, and you still go up, you still win the trade. Another super strong setup which you can do is where your other teammate, so you start here again, same angle, playing here, and you don't have to worry about this angle, I'll tell you why in a sec. So you're holding the here, and your other teammate with a smoke or whatever, with a gun, he's jiggling this angle here, and he just has your balcony, which is why you do not have to be worried about this guy peeking you over here. So your teammate is here, jiggling this angle here for you for a long time. After 10-15 seconds, that's when he can smoke mid, and just keep jiggling with his knife, keep jiggling, and you have all the info in the world. Now, a lot of times, one of the apps players, for example, he's alone, and he wants to aggressively just play apps on his own, he's feeling confident, and this is where he just peeks you, and then you get an easy kill with the AWP. Or let's say nothing is happening towards mid, he's jiggling, I see nothing still on apps. Again, our third teammate on A, started on A, whatever, or he came back from B just because he was helping the guys on B, he can come and again re-smoke, another smoke here, and again your other teammate is jiggling here, just taking all the info and just buying so much time and just giving info to the B guys, like careful of a B execute or anything towards B, because we don't see anything on A apps. And this is where again your third teammate rotates to B, you have free B, you have a good scenario, you can do some setups on B while having all of this info here. Now, what usually happens is if you don't get a kill here and this guy comes here and your teammate spots him here, that's when he can just easily, safely go back. We have the info, someone's apps, and you as the AWP bar have like 2 or 3 seconds just to maybe he'll peek you here, and then you just safely go back from here. That's with the apps setup. What you can do, again, mid-round situations, is play these kind of angles here. Now, mid-rounds, it's super important as the AWPer to get some information for your team. So, starting off, let's say you started off short, scoped in, they took mid, you're playing a little bit back, you start playing these angles over here. Now, 2 things you can do from these kind of angles where you can play safely. Obviously here, they execute you, kill this guy's crossing here, maybe 1 kill or more. And you generally don't have to be afraid of them flashing over here, just because this is super close and you generally hear them flashing here. So if you're playing here, you hit a flash, you just anti-flash and then peek again as they're gonna cross here into you, and you kill them. Or again, 40 seconds left into the round, you play more aggressively, you want some information for your team. That's when you start peeking these angles here. And then a little tip, just because I got absolutely wrecked a lot of times and I didn't know about this, is when you're clearing boiler here, a lot of good players play these angles here. So when I was clearing here, for example, I was like, okay, my mind boiler is clear, and then my mind was already focused to clearing mid, and this guy was just here killing. So when you are clearing boiler, just clear here, and again, this is your choice to go further, clear mid, or just hold this kind of angle here. But if you want information for your team, and maybe they don't have an AWP, or you think he's not holding you, that's when you can start peeking these kind of angles here, gain information. If someone is here, you do kill them. If no one's here, you tell your teammates again, mid is clear, careful B, and you kind of go into this decisive position here, or again here, while your teammates are rotating over to B, while you have all the info. Again, let's say you play here, this is not so late round, but like kind of mid round, where they take mid and they take apps. Now when they take apps, you usually hear them flashing, jumping, double peeking towards apps. When you have that, that's a cue for you and your teammate to retake apps. This is really strong. Another thing you can do with your teammate is, I just scoped up here, you go here, and you peek here. If you don't see anything, you hold here a little bit as your other teammate is coming here, slowly, obviously shifting, and just clearing these angles, catching someone off guard. Super strong, not a lot of people do this. That's why you catch a lot of people off guard with this peak. Now, even if they are holding here, 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times, you will still win the trade just because you have the big orb. As you peek here, you get the kill on this guy here. Or not, like I said, your teammate clears everything for you and catches these guys that are just holding these areas here. And if your teammate doesn't see anything here, clears boiler, he can go to these kind of angles right here where he has mid, he sees no one is mid, or again, he's shifting to these kind of angles over here, clearing, getting the information for your team, clearing these angles and just saying, no one's mid guys, rotate to B, you can go 3 or 4 people B, and again, you have a good situation on B just because of the information you gave with your orb and with your teammate. Same type of situation on Arch where you're playing these angles or these angles and you want some information. This is when you can clear either on your own or with your teammate. These kind of angles, you clear everything with the orb and just clear here again, have information for your team. If they are here, you get an easy kill on this guy here, or these guys here. Again, if you don't see anything mid, you start to go to these kind of angles where you line up this wall with this wall and you hold here, or you hold here. And then again, tell your teammates or have one of your teammates to rotate to B, say again, careful B, nothing mid. You have a lot of information, all because of this information which you gain from retaking with the orb, which is super strong. More situations on A is, let's say you play these angles, they're executing A, kill this guy here and you start going to these angles over here. Super strong, you go on top of this box over here and using this pillar you kind of avoid the flashes they are thrown towards pit here. So this pillar kind of blocks these flashes for you. You get another kill here. Again, you can practice this on pugs, officials, whatever. Practice with your team just to be more comfortable playing these kind of areas here with the orb where you kind of get this first kill here, use the pillar again to block you, get a second kill here, maybe drop down, kill here, or go for some sexy no-scopes when they are getting close to you.
Flames is receding out of that aggressive B setup. It may not matter. They are starting to warp Breeze out bulk. Stands on short. Valda, who's responsible for this? Is it you? He's dropped. Valda will have heard that. Mahard spray to hit. Great stabilization from Breeze. The trade can't stop the bolt. Mantuu with the no-scope. That's something. EG into the site though.
So yeah, that is generally it what you can do on A side. Now going on to B side of Inferno. So the setups, there's a lot of different positions you can play with the AWP. Starting off the classic, more aggressive peak is just starting with 3 guys B with the OPA starting here. Now I like playing this area crouched, just because if they are playing on logs over here and they can't peek you, let's say here, you are crouched and they do not see your head. And again, if they are peeking from logs here, a little bit more here, you can easily get a flick up here. If they come here, you kill them here. Now what generally the enemy does is they will throw a molly towards here. Don't be scared of this molly. I would advise you just to play more aggressive, like behind this molly here, and just keep waiting, because a lot of teams, especially on parks, I guarantee you, they will feel the safety of the molly and they will just go to these kind of angles, and you are behind this molly, you can catch someone off guard, someone else will swing, get another kill here. And again, if they do molly, you don't see anything here, you have a general idea that they don't play AWP, they're not holding you, you can start retaking here, clearing these angles, and again holding this angle and having a lot of information for your teammates, where you say bananas clear, your other B player rotates, you're playing full towards A. Even if they come here, you get a kill here, you have a smoke, and you can wait for your teammate on A to come back and you can play 2B again. So yeah. Another classic thing which you can do is playing obviously the CT side angle over here. This is the classic angle which you can do. If they peek you here, especially the OPA, you get an easy kill here. But what I like to do is play this little off angle here. So not generally here, but an off angle right here. Just because when they are clearing you, for example, with AK strafing or with the AWP, they generally peek this angle here and they do not expect you to peek to this angle here. And when they peek here, you generally see their hand or something, part of the body, you can get an easy kill here. Or if the AK strafe here, they don't see anything, they feel a little bit more comfortable to peek more and they start peeking here and they are just not aware of this angle and you just get an easy kill onto this guy here. The only downside I would suggest of this is if teams use flash like this towards these kind of angles, that's where it gets more tricky, just because if you shoot even and you try to escape, it's a little bit more distance for you to run away and there's a higher chance for them to kill you. Whereas if you're here, they flash or peek you, you're much more safe to run away.
Doesn't look like they're deterred. It looks like they're still keen. Mantuu smokes down, but he doesn't care. He secured a double, and he sent them back from B.
my.
Mantuu another one. Surely not. Oh, he's fallen back into the site now, and they're still looking to pressure him. Mantuu in with 3. We've been waiting all game for him to come alive, and this could be his round. Mantuu another, and it's the ace for Mantuu.
Another more closer to the side angle is kind of this angle here, where you're playing kind of this position here, and it's super strong just because if they do execute towards B, or if they don't execute B, and some guy's just trying to get some info over AK, you generally get this guy killed here. Or they want to execute, it's super strong because all the flashes that they are throwing are behind you. So you are kind of here, all the flashes are being thrown behind you, you're not blind, you will always get a kill here, you can run away. As you're running, for example, you can throw a molly here, and again, play these kind of angles here, where you're re-peeking here, killing these guys, go and try and go on top of here, or go in here, and using your teammates where they're coming to help you. They should throw flashes, roof flashes, like just there, jump throw, where they are landing above you, these flashes, and you can just keep re-peeking with them without being worried that you're going to be flashed. More angles which you can do, super strong. Obviously, do not smoke coils, where you will get these kills here. They're executing here, and again, just keep re-peeking. Obviously, if they don't have an AWP, it's super strong because let's get you a kill here. You know that an AWP is not posted on you, and you just right-eye peek into them again. If you see them, keep right-eye peeking into them. You get generally 2 or 3 kills here.
OG can't save the day. They've got a retake if Mantuu doesn't hold the line, and it's against 5, so good luck.
Oh, there's one, Mantuu. There ever was a time, it might be now. There's a second, and he's looking to get prime for a little bit more.
More common angle, if you're playing deep into the side, is the dark position over here. You can play here, or you can play over here. Now, generally when they execute towards B, they will molly quad, they will molly obviously first and second box, and generally they won't have a molly towards you. And even if they do have a molly towards you, you're generally the third player, so you usually have a smoke. If you don't use a smoke for B here, you generally have the smoke with you, you can always extinguish. So let's say they execute, you will generally not get the first guy, just because you will get blinded by flashes they throw, kind of like that, they pop here. So generally what you do, when the smoke and CT, smoke reverse, that's when you kind of play anti-flash, and you're generally going to kill the second, third people coming in, and keep killing them here, keep re-peeking them. Using your teammates' flashes again, which are coming from the roof or wherever, or just playing around with the smoke, which you can throw, for example, over here, and just gives you more safety to play around, and kind of these angles over here. Super strong.
Scared of this Counter-Strike. I mean, I'm not the one playing. These boys are, and they're feeling brave, but look at the damage coming through.
That was the bomb. What a perfect shot. Mantuu doubles up and double draw.
The B bomb side. Mantuu posted off with the AWP, though. That's a good kill onto Olaf. Finds the second. Got to be looking for the first.
That is generally it on the AWPing on B, which you can do. One more thing maybe you can do, obviously, which I kind of went over, is just like on A, on Arch, after mid-round, late round, you kind of get this info here, or on short, you get this info here for peeking. Same kind of thing you can do on B side, where let's say you start Arch, you don't see anything, let's say you use your smoke to mid, and you want to rotate over towards B. This is where you can again scope up here. You ask your teammates again if they have close control of car, can they be peeking me? If not, then you can post up here. And again, you can start gaining information towards B here. Don't see anything, maybe if you see someone, you kill someone. So just a lot of impact you can have with the AWP, either but just by killing or just having information. Again, don't see anything, everyone go A. You are long holding B, and it's super strong. So that's it on CT side. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. The next part of the T side of the video will be out next week. Thank you for watching.